fucking shit up as usual.
Yes.
Okay.
So today, welcome to video blog number 2, vlog, as you guys call me on YouTube. Today, Dante and Benny talks about, who do we talk about?
Well, we're just gonna hit up with politics because
Politics. Let's
Yeah.
just keep it to one because we can
Yeah,
make
we-
a series out of this.
yeah.
So, I was watching a clip on Donald Trump, and he was talking about immigration, and he was talking about keeping Muslims out of the country, and the whole world is going crazy behind that. I mean, nobody likes what this man is talking about, and for me, you know, just being an everyday guy, it seems as if this man who runs things, runs $1 billion corporation, $1 billion brand, people can't fathom how to put themselves in that kind of position, so they don't really know how he thinks. You know, we're going to go a little deeper into it, but what do you think about Donald Trump and his whole...
Well, Donald Trump talks like a man who has never experienced political correctness in his life. And if you think about his generation, because what is he, 70? Is he 70? I think he's close to it. His generation didn't have political correctness.
Right.
So, you know, and political correctness to me is a violation of freedom of speech. It's infringing on my speech. I mean, America so respects freedom of speech that our Supreme Court has ruled that even hate speech is protected speech. As a matter of fact, one of the justices said that that they needed to protect hate speech because, you know, that
Who we know who to hate on.
well, yeah, but he said basically you wouldn't need laws protecting freedom of speech if hate speech wasn't protected. You know what I mean? Because it wouldn't be freedom of speech; it would be something else. I mean, we forget how lucky we are in this country, where you can't say things in other countries.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, yeah.
You face 20 years in
the
prison.
Eastern Bloc countries, you really can't.
Yeah, Thailand. You know, you cut down the king of Thailand or whatever he is, that whoever's in charge. I saw this in the newspaper that it's like a 20-year sentence. I mean, so Donald Trump talks like an American, or speaks like an American who is just used to freedom of speech, no political correctness, and he just doesn't filter himself. And I don't really see that as a bad thing.
Well,
I mean, having said that, I mean, to me it was offensive when Hillary said, "What difference does it make?"
True enough.
You know, I'm a vet. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I'm a vet as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really like that. As a matter of fact, a friend of mine, Mr. White, did a video
Right.
on that. What I'm looking at is a man who runs $1 billion brand, more than $1 billion, and you know, he doesn't have a filter. And he doesn't have a filter because he runs shit.
Well, he's an American. He shouldn't need a filter.
Well, and not just saying that he
Yeah.
should have a filter, but in our gynocentric culture,
Right.
you know what I mean? Everything is designed not to hurt people's feelings. Now, me, and once again, I'm going to sound pretty ignorant, but then again, oh well, this is our podcast or our vlog, so I can sound as ignorant as I want. And I'm saying that to say that Donald Trump is a man who he says what's on his mind, but because society thinks he didn't say it the right way, then all of a sudden he's being ostracized by the political party. Because if you think about, let's keep all the Muslims out, you know what I mean? That's not about racism. He's saying, from the situation in Paris and ISIS, he's saying, look, let's close the border like we did in World War II, like we did in Vietnam. Let's close the intake of any immigrants until we clean our house up.
Right.
Because if your house is not clean, then how can you work on making the country great again?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Also, he talks about fascism. I mean, not all Muslims are fascists. I mean, about 7% of the Germans were Nazis, supposedly. That's a rough figure. But if you look at World War II, Hitler allied with Muslim countries.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, if you read the Quran, which I've been reading the Quran and Hadith since 9/11, they do talk about, I mean, there's one passage that says, I think it's in Hadith, that in the last days the very rocks and stones will call out, there's a Jew hiding behind me, come and kill him. You know, I mean, so evidently I guess rocks are going to develop lungs and the capacity of speech. And,
exactly.
And, you know, I mean, you can't find one nation surrounding Israel that doesn't want to wipe Israel off the map.
Yeah.
And that is fascism. That's Hitler's legacy. And, you know, when Hitler annexed Poland, we didn't say, oh, hey, Hitler's annexed Poland, we'll send the FBI over to ask a few questions and poke around. You know, that's not how, now when fascists blow stuff up in a Middle Eastern country, we're not going to send the army in half the time. We're going to send the FBI in to ask some questions. That's what we've been doing.
I mean,
ridiculous.
We can go really deep. We can go really deep in that. We'll probably save that
Oh,
for
yeah.
another episode.
But
Because
see, that's what Trump does. Trump points at what I like about Trump
he
is
points to the realism
Yeah.
of the state of our.
he's ready to listen to military dudes.
Our beliefs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now I'm an independent, so you know I can give a shit either way. I know that Hillary Clinton is going to be our next president.
Yep.
Not because she's the strongest candidate, but because that's what the fix is. The spin is on. The fix is in. So you guys pay attention. I said this about 4 or 5 months ago. Whenever Hillary decided to run for president, whenever Donald Trump got into the race, this is what I said. Once again, I might sound ignorant right here, but you know, this is what I see, knowing politics the way that I do. Donald Trump is not going to step away from an empire to run a job, to do a job that only pays $400,000 a year, and step away and leave his empire in the hands of his kids and other people. He likes to run shit, so he's going to run shit. So what I proposed to you months ago was that the Democrats paid Donald Trump to run, and now he would piss the Republicans off so bad that he would threaten to go independent. And if he goes independent, guess what's going to happen to those Republican votes?
Yeah, they're flushed.
They're flushed.
Yeah.
So who's going to win the presidency?
Hillary
Clinton.
Yeah, it's hard. The fix is in.
So if you guys are sitting here thinking for 1 minute that Donald Trump is going to win the president of the United States, he works for the Democrats. I'm just saying, like I said, I'm independent. You know, everything has 2 or 3 different layers. And
Yep.
this whole Donald Trump fiasco. What you say earlier? You said that
About.
that they would Bill Cosby.
Oh yeah, I said they were going to Bill Cosby Donald Trump. They're going to dig up some scandal. He snorted cocaine with a teenage nun or something. They're going to find something he did.
He had a monkey paw in the time portal.
Yeah,
a unicorn horn.
Yeah, cross dimensions while intoxicated. They'll find something that he did, and it'll be big scandal time for him. You know, but Donald Trump's smart. I mean, I liked how he put Jeb Bush in check and reminded him that he wrote him a few checks.
Yeah.
Back in Florida. I mean, politicians in our country, it's so sad. Americans, none of us really trust politicians. We all expect them to be corrupt. Our politicians are basically paid prostitutes for whatever PAC wants to just pimp them.
It's pimping?
Yeah, they just pimp them. The PACs pimp our prostitutes. I mean our politicians. Oh no, I mean our prostitutes.
So
no,
what
I
do
mean
you
our
think?
politicians.
What do you think about the electoral vote and the
You know what I think?
Hold on, wait a minute. The electoral college and the popular vote. Isn't that a joke?
Yeah, well, they told us Al Gore won the popular vote, but he couldn't be president.
Yeah.
Who understands the electoral college? Really? Who understands
Nobody.
it? And when you listen to an expert explain the electoral college, half the time it sounds like the expert doesn't understand it. I mean,
he just pulling it out his ass. Oh,
pretty
yeah,
much,
the psychological knowledge of the astronomical ability.
you can study and learn it and spout it, but basically, Hillary went to the Bilderberg meeting, back when Obama was running. Obama went to the Bilderberg meeting after luring the press onto the plane. Yeah, we'll eat cookies and talk. And then the press is up 3,000 feet in the air. Where's Obama? Oh, nobody knows. Then he shows up at the Bilderberg meeting.
Yeah,
they
but
leave
that's,
the Bilderberg
but
meeting.
that's game. That's
Yeah.
the tactics you got to use.
Hillary pulls out of the race.
Yeah,
Obama wins. Hillary gets State Department, all that stuff.
and build her foreign
Yeah,
affairs credibility.
right.
You know, even
she's-
though that didn't work out too good with Benghazi, but
Yeah. So she's
our
gonna be the president.
our
doubt.
country, we don't like to look at
No.
anything against our heroes, but yet we'll tear other heroes down
Yeah.
to satisfy.
What difference
it's
does
like
it make?
it's like
The coward of Benghazi.
it's like the Roman what do you call those gladiators?
Yeah.
The games.
Right.
You know, we're gonna give a thumbs up to this hero, or we're gonna give a thumbs down to this hero, and it's gonna be all on the media. The media is the emperor. Anyway,
Yeah.
so we don't want to go on too long because we're gonna be doing maybe about 2 or 3 videos a week, maybe 4 if we can get it in. We both
Yeah.
have very busy schedules. Please hit subscribe
Right.
and share this with people that you know that like the things that we're talking about. We're just sitting here having fun. My name is Benny. This is Dante.
Yeah.
And we're going to be, if you have any questions or anything that you would like us to address